Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you found my little cozy corner of the internet. And today we're going to be rating all of the games I tried during Steam's Next Fest this last week and talking about all of them, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So before we jump in, be sure to click that like button and subscribe for more cozy content. The first game on the list is Good Bones. It's a game where your new house has old secrets in this haunting point-and-click mystery, where you'll search for clues about a mysterious death, solve narrative puzzles, and make heartbreaking choices to navigate amnesia, grief, and revenge. I really enjoyed this demo. It is very text and story-driven, but I loved investigating the house and finding out some secrets, and I truly look forward to continuing to play this game. It will be released October 20th, so very soon here, and I would rate this game an 8 out of 10. I can't wait to keep playing. The next game is Jasant, which is a meditative action puzzle climbing game where you scale an immeasurably tall tower and ascend to new heights alongside your watery companion. You'll master your climbing tools, find your way up through the diverse biomes, and piece together the tower's past. This is actually one of the most wish-listed games from the Next Fest, and it was not my favorite. I don't know if it's because it's a type of platformer or I just couldn't quite get a handle on the controls, but I got frustrated trying to jump and climb. I do think I could give it another try since the graphics are stunning, and it is a pretty relaxing game where you don't exactly fall since you're attached to the mountain and you get to explore all these different areas. So for me, I would rate this game a 6 out of 10, but I do look forward to giving it a try again and maybe not getting so frustrated. The next game is Pioneers of Pagonia, which is releasing later this year on December 13th. It is a city builder that's all about exploration, discovery, and reuniting the fantastical islands of Pagonia. You can build over 40 different buildings, use more than 70 different types of goods, manage widely branched production chains, and get creative in establishing your economy. It's another one of the top most wish-listed items during Next Fest, and I actually didn't get a chance to play this game for some reason. It did not want to work on my computer. However, the demo is still available, so I will be giving it a try again later this week, but just watching the gameplay and trailer videos, the graphics are stunning, and I don't have a lot of experience with city builders, but I think this could be a really fun and still kind of cozy game that I look forward to trying. I will not give it a rating since I didn't actually get to play, but hopefully I get to do that soon. The next game I played was Manita's Kitchen, which is a casual cooking game with some arcade and mini games where you'll meet Trixito, a T-Rex with short arms that has one dream: to become the best pizza maker. That's my initial thoughts. I was really excited about this game, but I don't know if it was just me not quite getting the mechanics or what. It did not feel very casual to me. There's a stress meter, and my stress was going up with the stress meter. I did like the mini games that you got to do to create the pizzas for your customers. However, it was not as cozy as I would have hoped. I might give it another chance, but the time management aspect put a lot more stress on me than I had anticipated, and it was just me and Trixie, and it was a bit of a struggle, so I may give it a try again, but I would rate it a 6 out of 10, and it does come out sometime in Q4 this year. Next, we have my most anticipated and honestly most disappointing game that I played during Next Fest. This game is A New Leaf Memories, where you wake up on the beach of a foreign island, unable to recall anything. Alone and equipped with only basic farming tools provided by the town residents, you aim to recover your memories, complete quests, and explore the island to unfold your story. I was really excited about this, but honestly, the demo is seriously lacking, especially considered this is supposedly coming out in Q4 this year. The mechanics were really wonky. I kept only being able to face one direction while I was running. There is a task board that just felt really cumbersome because you had to go there to get your task every single time, instead of it kind of just popping up or being easy access on the side. It didn't look like there was a lot to explore, and some of the farming mechanics of it didn't quite seem to fit what I was hoping. Also in the demo we got zero storyline, which is something that really intrigued me about this game, so hopefully they can make some changes before release. I would honestly give it a 3 out of 10. The next game we have is Cupid Island, which is a cute life simulator about bringing couples together and nurturing their relationships. You play as a Cupid and you'll discover many different couples and help them with their love stories. You can build, customize, and expand the island using love, joy, and passion produced by the lovely residents. So this is such a cutesy game, and I really enjoyed the demo. There was quite a lot you could do. And you collect all the different love, and by doing that you unlock different shops and other things. It is more of a life sim, but it does have that gardening aspect where you can grow flowers as well as crops, and you get to do more of the farming mechanics like fishing and expanding the area and decorating, and I really enjoyed this. It is set to release January of next year, and I'm truly looking forward to it. I would probably give this game an 8 out of 10 as a cute little relaxing different take on a life sim. This next game is called Shine Hill, where apparently you play as an alien, and you get dumped on the toughest job gets dumped on you. So now you're a Shine Hill Island resident, where you suddenly replace one of the former residents. You get to explore the world, meet charming townspeople, do farming, fishing, cooking, and while trying not to reveal yourself. That was kind of confusing. There is some combat in this game, but honestly, I did not get far at all. The controls were extremely confusing. My character kept walking when I wasn't doing anything. There was little to no explanation of what was going on. So I'm hoping the developers do fix some of that, because it was kind of an interesting take on a farming sim playing as an alien. This is set to release March 1st of 2024, and I do hope to check it out again, but with some updated adjustments, because I do like the concept and the graphics. So I would give it a 2 out of 10 as well. This next game is actually one of my favorites that I played. It's called Thrift Shopping, and it is a casual thrift shopping simulation game where you start with an empty workshop and a full wallet of thrift coins. Your mentor, Papa Pinchpenny, teaches you how to navigate thrift stores, find unique items, resell for profit, and complete quests that unlock stores and skills. This was quite a lot of fun. I've always loved thrift shopping. The demo was really easy to play. The mechanics are easy. It's more of a point and click. And you get to explore and see different items, and play around with different pricing and things like that. I'm looking forward to unlocking more options and playing this game when it is released. As of now, there's no date. It just says that it will be released Q1 of next year, and I am giving this game a 9 out of 10. This next game is another one I was so excited about. It's called Garden Life, a Cozy Simulator, where you'll use appropriate gardening techniques, express your creativity, and experience the serenity that is cultivating your own garden. I was blown away by the graphics and the colors and the cottagecore feel of this game. I don't have a lot of experience with first-person games, so getting a hang of the mechanics was a little bit different for me, as well as the mechanics of not having a grid to place any of the plants, which is different from a lot of different farming sims. I do like that this is garden based instead of your typical farming, and you get to explore your garden as well as the town, the village I should say, which is nearby, and you can decorate and create this like beautiful, stunning, and relaxing garden while completing quests and things as well. So this is one I'm so excited for. There is no release date, that just says Q1 of 2024, so I can't wait for that. And I would also give this game a 9 out of 10. It is truly stunning. This next game is another stunning work in watercolor. This game is called Ete, and it's a relaxing painting game where you freely explore a city in the summer, collecting ideas for your album, creating artworks on canvas, and decorating your studio by selling your art to your neighbors. The graphics and the watercolor are truly breathtaking in this. I think it's such a unique concept to paint the world as you go through it, as well as create art to sell as well. I don't play a lot of mouse and keyboard games, so I had a little bit of trouble with the controls, but I know I can get better at that with practice. But this is truly a stunning world and concept that I can't wait to dive into more when the game releases sometime in Q1 of next year. Because I had a little trouble with the demo, which is user error, I am going to give it a 7 out of 10, but I look forward to trying it again in the future. This next game is actually the first one I tried during Next Fest. It's called Europa. So on the moon Europa, a lush terraformed paradise in Jupiter's shadow, an android named Z sets out in search of answers. You can run, glide, and fly across the landscape, solve mysteries in the ruins of a fallen utopia, and discover the story of the last human alive. The graphics again in this game are really beautiful. I love the colors and the concept of exploring this the moon, and you get to do some fun mechanics like gliding and flying and solving the mysteries. And the demo did a great job of taking you through part of the world to get an understanding of what this adventure game looks like. It was very relaxing and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I am looking forward to playing this when it comes out. It is definitely one I will be purchasing. On their Steam page, it says it'll be released in 2024 with no specific date, so we'll keep an eye on that. I would give this game an 8 out of 10. Next, we have Paper Trail, which is a top-down puzzle adventure about leaving home, set in a foldable paper world. I thought this was such a cool concept on puzzles and having to fold the paper to literally see the story unfold. It definitely had me thinking and trying to figure things out. The tutorial was great in showing you the different ways to fold the paper, to figure out how to create paths to continue to travel through the story. I did enjoy it, even though I did get frustrated trying to figure it out sometimes. But I do look forward to playing this more and seeing where the story develops, because the graphics are beautiful and I think it's a really fun concept on a puzzle game. There is no release date. It just says it will be released next year, and I would rate this game a 7 out of 10. The next game on the list is called Sky Settlers, and it is a city building card game in which you build on islands in the sky and encounter different events, disasters, and much more. You'll use different cards to complete quests and unlock new cards as you progress. I had a lot of fun with this. This is a concept and style I had never really played, so it is a bit of a puzzle game as you're trying to figure out the best way to build the settlement in the sky, using different cards and collecting points to unlock more islands. I stopped playing the demo because I didn't want to stop, but knew I should. So I really enjoyed this game. It was really relaxing, while challenging you just a little bit. There is no release date currently. It's just listed as coming soon, but I am looking forward to this game, and I would rate it a 7 out of 10. This next game was another highly anticipated one that has been on my Steam wish list for quite a while, and was actually quite a bit of a letdown. The demo was extremely short, and I did have a little bit of trouble with the rhythm aspect of the mini games, which I know comes with some practice. But because it was so short, I really didn't get much of a feel for the game. I did like obviously the aesthetic and being able to decorate your cafe, but it just felt like it was a little bit lacking and it wasn't quite what I was expecting. So I'm hoping that maybe there would be some controller settings making the rhythm aspect a little bit easier than using a mouse, as well as drawing the different designs was a little bit tricky, so I would probably give this game a 5 out of 10 as is. I'm sure the developers will work on some of these things since there is no official release date and it's just listed as coming soon. The next game is called Mike's Garden, where you need to match species, use tools to creatively chain incredible combos to survive as long as you can, because Mike's garden is growing out of control and he needs your help. So this is a simple match game with beautiful graphics. I did enjoy the game, however there was not a lot of direction on how many items you needed to match in order to clear them. I don't see this being a game I would play on my Steam Deck or my computer, and feel like I would play it more if it were a mobile game. That's just my opinion. There's no release dates, just listed as coming soon, but I would probably give it a 2 out of 10 as well. This next game is actually my favorite one that I've played this week, and it's called Horticular, where you have been magically summoned by mysterious gnomes to restore a long-lost garden. In the game, you'll attract adorable animals, build a lush environment, and immerse yourself in this relaxing garden builder. Will you manage to reclaim the wastelands or succumb to a looming corruption? This was a lot of fun. I wasn't sure how I felt about the graphics, but I actually really didn't mind it. I ended up playing this demo for an hour and a half because I just did not want to stop. It was so fun to build the layouts using different types of ground, restoring the garden, and as it's mentioned in the description, there is an element of magic, where you can use magic to help keep the garden alive as well as fight corruption. So there is a little bit of a twist on this gardening sim, but it's been a lot of fun to play, and I truly look forward to playing this game when it's released. Unfortunately, there is no release date yet. It just says coming soon, but I will be keeping a close eye on this game because I had a ton of fun. I would rate it a 9.5 out of 10, and I can't wait to play more. The next game is another highly anticipated game for me. It is called Chill Town. Yes, it is a farming sim, but with a twist. In Chill Town, you'll experience a unique blend of soothing simulation, idle game, where you get to decorate, fish, cook, farm, and more, all while listening to music. So the big aspect of this game is the chill aspect, obviously, where you listen to different lo-fi music. You actually get to choose the music you want to listen to based on your mood. So there's some happier ones, some sadder ones, really kind of what you want to do. It has all the aspects of a typical farming sim that you would expect. It's cute. It's got the graphics. I did find the controls a little funky because it is a mouse and keyboard game currently, but I do like that there's a lot of different things you can do with the decorating and all of the fishing, things like that. There are options to auto fish, so you can essentially just listen to music while you're doing something else with those idle aspects. As you're watching this, I'm sure you can tell it is very reminiscent of Animal Crossing. There is a lot of overlap, which I think is part of what draws me to the game. I look forward to this. I do feel like it is lacking a little bit in some of the areas, like you could see in the kitchen. There wasn't a lot of detail and things like that, and I did feel like there was some lack of direction throughout it as well, but I'm sure that'll all get changed before the actual release. There is no release date on this game, it just says to be announced, but I would rate this game a 7 out of 10 and look forward to playing more. And the last game I played during Next Fest is called Skystead Ranch, where you transform a desolate sky island into a vibrant sanctuary. Using your enchanted crook, you'll cultivate your garden, befriend quirky creatures, build a home, and unlock secrets along the way. Each choice adds a personal touch to your unique Skystead Ranch. I was a little disappointed in this one. I did really like the graphics and the cute animals. I think it's a bit of a different take on the style because it's got some of those harsher edges but still had a really cute factor. I like that there was magic in the game with your crook. I did just find that some of the controls were a little quirky, which I'm sure will be worked out as the developers continue to work on this game. I like that it's a little bit different with the types of animals you'll attract and that you're in the sky and the things that go along with that. I didn't get super far in the demo because I did get a little bit frustrated, but I would definitely give it another try again to be able to give a better rating, I guess. But based on the experience I had, I would probably give it a 6 out of 10, but I do hope some of those little things get changed in the future because I think this is a very fun and relaxing game with a little bit of a different aspect on the farming sim games because there's a lot of them. So that is all for the games I played during Next Fest. Let me know what games you tried, or if there are any of these games that you're looking forward to try in the future when they release, and thanks for watching.